good, bro? How's it going? Ready?
Sir.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Harlow the Barber. I'm back with another video. I know I've been slacking and stuff, but I stepped my game up, worked on some stuff, and I'm back to it. But in today's video, we're gonna be doing a low fade on my boy Zave right here. And we're not really gonna touch the facial hair because he likes to keep the scruffy look. He likes a little more natural. We'll probably fade in the beard a little bit and clean it up, but as far as that's pretty much it. And then we'll trim the top. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get in this first video.
Here's what his hair looked like before we started cutting it. I just want to show y'all just so y'all can see the transition at the end with the before and after. So this is what he looked like before. It's probably been about 3 weeks since we last cut his hair.
So I will only be showing you on one side of the fade because on the other side it's the exact same steps. And I feel like I don't even really see that because what I do over here is the same thing I'll do over there, like I said. So, but for the first step, we'll be using the trimmers and starting our initial guideline. Like I said, it's a low drop fade. So we'll start here and come down with the curvature of the head. All right, now again, I'm gonna take my trimmers and I'm gonna go ahead and push this bottom half down a little bit to create some space for me to begin my fade. Another step is to always keep your client clean so they're not getting itchy and stuff because this hair does get everywhere. And I just want to make sure to keep it clean. And for this next step, I'll be using my wall seniors to create my next guideline. And I'll be doing with the lever all the way open to create the next one. And this guideline, you want to go about 1 inch up to create some space for that fading. And after every stroke, you want to just take your little brush, fading brush, and go ahead and wipe the excess hair off so it doesn't get too messy. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and start my next step by closing the lever all the way, and I'm gonna start attacking this bottom line to begin fading it out. And as I go up, you'll see it start disappearing. Now I'm just going back at it if I see any lines that still need to be addressed. Okay, now I'm gonna slightly open it a little less than halfway to go ahead and finish fading it out. Another thing, I'm not really using the whole clipper. I'm only kind of using the corners of it because I don't want to overwork the area that I just faded out. See, now as I go up, you can see it slowly starting to disappear. And right here still looks a little dark to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and work back that area. All right, now I'm just gonna open it slightly a little more. So like right about closed, but not all the way closed. And again, this area looks a little dark to me still, so I'm gonna go ahead and go over it again. Like I said, slightly closed. I might do some lever play, so I might go from all the way closed, all the way open. It just depends on what it needs. I know you really can't see the back, but I'm gonna try to show y'all. It's just the way the cameras are set up. But again, I'm just lever playing until I see these dark spots disappear. All right, for this next step, I'm gonna go ahead and create 2 more guidelines. But for the first guideline I'm gonna create, I'm gonna use my number 1 guard, lever all the way open, and the same thing, we're gonna go about 1 inch up. And again, when you're cutting, you always wanna flick out. You don't ever wanna just go straight up and down because it's gonna create a harder line for you to get out. And you want these lines to be easy to get out. And for the next line, the next guideline, I'm gonna use my number 2 guard. Again, lever all the way open still. The same thing, I'm gonna go about another inch up from my last guideline. And again, you always wanna keep using your brush to wipe off that excess hair. We're gonna go ahead and attack this line right here between the 1 and the 2 guard. And for that, we're gonna go use our 1.5 guard. And we're gonna do the lever slightly closed. And we're gonna go ahead and just use the corners in a flicking motion to go ahead and get that line out. And you can hear the hair cutting, so that's how you know you're actually getting something. It's not all about just your eyes, you want to use your ears as well. We're gonna close it just slightly more, not too much. And we're gonna go ahead and flick out again. And see, I don't know if you can hear it, but the sound of the hair cutting is getting a little more quiet, so that means we're making progress. All right, now for the next step, we're gonna go ahead and attack this bottom line right here using a half guard. And we're gonna close the lever about 1/4 of the way. So just slightly. And just like the previous times, we're mostly using our corners because you don't want to use too much of the blade and dig into the rest of the fade. And right here for this area, I feel like I'm not really getting anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and slightly close my lever a little more. And I kind of feel like I'm creating a new guideline or another guideline or just a line right here with this half guard. So instead of attacking it with the half guard and pushing the fade up, I'm gonna put my one guard on and here in a little bit and go ahead and blend that out. So it's nothing you really have to worry about if you are making a new line with your half guard or whatever guard you're using. And I'm kind of also playing with my lever too. If I don't hear it cutting or see it cutting, I'm kind of closing it a little bit. I feel like I made a line with my half guard. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my one guard and start quarter closed and go ahead and try to blend that out. And that may happen to you also, but don't worry because you can always just go back up to the last highest guard you used and work that line out. It's not the end of the world. And I still feel there's a slight dark spot right here. So again, I'm gonna go up one, and I'm gonna go back to my 1.5 guard. And this one I'll probably start about halfway. I'll slightly close it again. Now it is all the way closed. That looks pretty good to me. Okay, for the next step, we're gonna go into clipper over comb. So basically with this, we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of all this bulk that's up here. And to do that, we're gonna use our comb and we're just gonna kind of scoop all that bulk out. And we're just gonna run our clipper through it. Usually I do it this way, but you won't be able to see it. So for video purposes, I'm gonna go that way. We're just gonna go ahead and get rid of all that bulk. But as you're doing it too, you don't want to just go straight up and down. You want to come and kind of scoop it out, just like that. So I go up and then I scoop out. Then now there's still some bulk right here, as you can see. So I'm again do it like this, but I'm gonna come and scoop out like this with the clipper instead of going like that. And if you're a beginner, I'm not gonna lie, that it is pretty hard. It's something it does take some time to get used to. If you're not good at it, you might cut some dips into people's heads. So it's something you just need to practice at. Okay, I feel like I can't get what I need to get going this way, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go that way. So if you can't see it, sorry. But, I mean, you get the gist of the motion. I still feel I see a little dark spot right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just scoop it up with it. For this next step, I'm gonna go back to my Barber FX trimmers, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut down all this bulk that you see on the bottom. All right, now time to bald it out using my Barber shavers. You can kind of see where my stopping point is at. Right here, there's a little faint white line between the fade and what I just debulked. And you can kind of see it all the way around. And I'm gonna stop right when I get to that top line. And again with this, you always wanna flick out. You never wanna just go up and down, because especially with the shavers, because that's the hardest line to get rid of. And I still feel like I see a slight line right about here, more in the back than the front. I'm gonna go back with my half guard, slightly close, and begin to fade out that line that I feel like I see. And again, it'll just be lever play until you can hear it and see it start cutting. Right here, I feel like I see a dark spot. All right, and I feel like that did it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the other side. Like I said, I'm just probably just gonna time lapse it. It'll just be real quick, but it's the exact same steps. Okay, for this next step, we're gonna go ahead and trim the top. And for that, all we're gonna do is saturate the hair with the water and comb through it. And like a lot of my clients, they all have really thick hair, so you gotta get this hair nice and saturated. And like I said, it will just be a trim, so we're only gonna take about ½ inch off. So I'm gonna pull my first section from the front, and I'm just gonna drag it all the way back as I continue to cut. So we'll probably just be cutting that much off. Like I said, ½ inch, give or take. Again, just bring it like that. And you can see your guideline, and you'll just cut. You can get it all the way back. Then we'll go ahead and comb it forward again, and pick up the side section, and see we'll be cutting all of this right here. That little triangle that it makes right there, that's what we'll be cutting. Again, right there. Now we'll take this little remaining piece. Again, all that loose hair right there. Go ahead and cut all that. So you can see that right there, where all it pokes out. I'm gonna get rid of that. It'll be the exact same thing on this side. Fuck it, let's Sunday fun day for. Let's just come true. All right, now we're on to the last step. But like I said, my client doesn't really want nothing done with the facial hair, no edge up or anything. It's just really a fade and a trim on top. But the last thing we'll do is just edge this up right here, the C cup, and I'll show y'all how to do that real quick. And all I'm really doing is just making an arch, just digging at it a little bit and kind of curving it down at the end. Just to give that C cup arch, you know, whatever you call it. And I didn't show it earlier, but I did fade in the beard, and it was just a real simple fade. It's a down fade, but like I said, in another video I'll show you how to do the beard more, because like I said, you just want to keep it simple, so you always want to give your client what they ask for. And that's it for now. I'm gonna go through and show y'all the final product of the haircut. But thanks for watching, y'all, and if y'all liked it, I'm going to be making more videos. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with it. And like I said, I stepped up my game, so I just wanna share my knowledge with y'all. So if you like what you saw and you wanna come back, please subscribe. Thank you.